The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor who's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Everybody, back here for live coverage. We've got a pretty dire situation right now. We have this storm that was back from our forecast video that was south of Tuscaloosa is now moving into population here. We're going to zoom right in, jump right into it. We have a tornado ongoing. It's in, I believe, okay, we just got radar update. We can move over here. We got the roads. I actually got the roads loading up a little bit. This is Pelham, Alabama. Here's I-65, Route 31. And a town of Paramount looks like. Let's bring up the velocity scope. We can probably see exactly where the couplet is, where that tornado is going to be located. Somewhere back here. Oh, right here in Helena. All right, I think this might be a little behind the reflectivity. It should probably be like right about here. Let's bring up CCs as well. Okay, yeah, there it is. There's your tornado right there. It's along Alabama Highway 261, where you see that green. Yeah, we got highlighted right here. That is exactly where it's. We can zoom in more and we can see houses that are being impacted right now, and then streets that are going to be coming in here. So it's in Paramount right now. It's going to be probably right over Bearden Road at the moment, and it's going to pretty much be going along 261 towards Highway 31. And then crossing I-65 probably next 10 minutes maximum. These things are moving quick, over 40 miles an hour to the north and east. Tornado's right here, and that's moving north and east. This is population, everybody. There's people here, and it had a history of being a pretty intense-looking tornado. All right, update. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous about seeing the CCs on this. Notice how the reflectivity got a little higher? It means we're starting to get more of a debris ball here. Yep, there it is, right there. So when you get the debris ball and the correlation coefficient with the greens showing up, this isn't hail, this is stuff going on here. This is stuff, just people's parts of roofs and trees and people's belongings being tossed up in the air from a tornado that is currently ongoing. It's at Alabama 261 in Bearden Road in the Paramount area of Helena and the Pelham, Alabaster region. There's your couplet. You got where the greens and the pinks are coming together. You get that shear, that spin in the atmosphere. You got that tornado right there in the middle. You could put the tornado thing on there if you want. Yeah, a tornado ongoing right now, and that's moving off to the north and to the east. You have nothing keeping this thing from stopping anytime soon. The National Weather Service, Storm Prediction Center, they had a mesoscale discussion specifically for this storm, for the fact that it is going to continue basically uninterrupted all the way to possibly Georgia. You have nice, warm, extremely volatile air pumping into this thing. And yeah, if we actually zoom in a tiny bit, you can see all the roads. Okay, we're getting updates every 2 minutes here, guys. Yeah, let's get a storm track. It's going, what, 40-something? 45 miles an hour, something like that? Yeah. Yeah, so it's hauling. It's going to cross I-65 here in the next 5 minutes. 1:30 right now, 1:30 Central Time. We got the current time right there. Storms right here. Here's Hoover. There's I-65. There's I-459. This is the loop around Birmingham, so we're just south of that loop, moving northeast about 45 miles an hour. Lake Purdy at 142. Indian Springs Village, that's going to be very, like, imminently. You're probably hearing it coming for you. You need to be in your safe place here. Anything showing up here on the screen, Moody, Pell City, Leeds, Lake Purdy, you need to get into your tornado shelters right now. This thing is on the ground and raging across the southern Birmingham area. Got our little tornado icon right here identifying that. We're going to zoom in. We can see how much population is actually in this area with the, we can clear the screen. Yeah, it'll clear itself. Cool. It'll go right in here. And then there's your tornado. You see that area, the little circle in here, little end, little tip to the storm. You got the debris ball. We can actually zoom in just a tiny bit more, like really get right in there, right by I-65. I do have it so the roads show up sooner. So there we go. Look at all this. We're on Green Parks right now. That's where the tornado's at the moment. It's going to be going over the Cahaba Valley Parkway, I-65, moving northeast quickly. That's going on right there. So it's can bring on. Whoop, the CCs are. Oh, it's moving ahead. Notice how, okay, so here we got the CCs. Notice you're seeing blue now. A couple minutes ago, we were seeing green. The deeper the colors get, the cooler the colors get. So, red's a hot color, blue's a cold color. The closer and closer you get, the lower and lower the CC values are, means the bigger and bigger objects there are. Again, we use this for hail all the time. You get the big baseball, softball size hail. That's when you end up getting the blues to show up in the CCs. But when you have it for a tornado, like this right here, this debris ball showing up, that's a lot of stuff up in the air. Arrow, exactly, we're pointing right here. There is your tornado right in there. It's crossing I-65 right now. Okay, we're getting 2-minute updates. This thing's moving very fast. So, when was this update? Not even, maybe close to 2 minutes. Just now. So, next update, we're going to be up here, pretty much right below the middle section of our legend on our banner. That's where it's going to be in the next couple minutes of the next radar frame update. And we're moving out this way. Yeah, there you go. We got it highlighted there for you guys. I mean, going over our banner. We'll obviously move it with you. What's this street right here? It looks like it's basically paralleling this street. There should be a street highways thing for this one right here. No, right there, Alabama Highway 119. Oh, there's our update. Oh yeah, it's hauling now. Okay, let's gotta keep up with this thing here. We're in Indian Springs Village now. This is where the tornado's at right here. Look at that. Oh man, Okay, that's not good, guys. We got a tornado tearing some neighborhoods up here. That is concerning. I hope everybody is in their shelters right now. This is a big tornado moving fast and tearing stuff up. It could be getting bigger. Let's switch it over to the velocity thing. God, this thing's like running behind on us. Yeah, so it's still back there. So the velocities aren't updating as fast as reflectivity and CC. So I think we're just going to kind of roll. I think it's safe to say we just roll with the debris ball and the reflectivity, kind of keep pace with it. It's basically riding Alabama Highway 119, Indian Springs Village. So if you're in the general region of this, you should have been taking your tornado safety precautions already. There's been a tornado warning out for a while here. Do we query the tornado warning? Did they update it to a tornado emergency? I have no idea if they did or not. So, still a tornado warning. Did you check the query tab? Say anything? PDS tornado warning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we don't have a tornado emergency at the moment. So that's it. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Again, we don't have any tower cams or anything. We cannot get visual confirmation of a tornado right now. We can see it. We know it's on radar and it's moving through. So, and that's where it's at. It's on Indian Trail Road. That's your debris ball right there. When you see the dark blues, that means that it is lofting lots of objects in the air, which means it is doing damage. It is a damaging tornado. There we go. We just got an update right now. So it's at 1:35. This is just mere moments ago. You can see, right? pink showing up on reflectivity, which is also very bad because that means we're getting the, oh, what happened there? There we go. Oh God. Let's just switch over completely to CCs. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, we're getting a damaging tornado here, guys. This is very bad. Bad. Here in Indian Springs Village. This is south of Birmingham. Tornado ongoing. This thing has been a very fast-moving cyclic supercell. So what do we mean by cyclic? That means it'll drop a tornado, do its whole tornado thing, lift the tornado, and then immediately drop another one. We have tons of probably some of the more volatile air we've seen in a few years moving just here in Alabama. And this storm is just eating it like candy. It is bringing it in, sucking it in there, got the cold air wrapping around it, and it's just basically a self-perpetuating machine of an intense tornado moving rapidly to the northeast. You're not going to have enough time if you're waiting, looking out your porch and waiting to see it. It's not going to, you do not want to do that. It's moving about 45 miles an hour. You're going to pretty much see it, and it's going to take off. So get in your tornado safe spot. Again, Highway 119 here in Alabama in the Indian Springs Village region. We got Indian Crest Drive, Miller Circle, the New Hope School. We got, it just says campground. Double Oak Lane. Okay, debris ball just got bigger here. That we just got an update. You can move it. See, it's like partially over here. Right, there's your debris ball. Let's bring it back to reflectivity overall so everyone can see what, get a better idea what we're seeing here. Okay, right in here. So we have the New Hope School is where it's at right now. Yeah. Yeesh. What about velocities? Is the velocities catching up a little bit? Let's just do like the full screen velocity. Okay. Yeah, hopefully. I hope it did. It was looking pretty intense. It was pretty intense looking a couple minutes ago. So either way, it's definitely still on the ground. And there's, again, a lot of population here. Got Meadow Garden Lane. You got the Oak Mountain Elementary School is directly in the path of this. The Allen Church is directly in the path of this. Again, all along Alabama Highway 119. It's pretty much riding right along that. So if you are within a mile on either side of Alabama Highway 119, you are in the path of this tornado. And that's going to be pushing over. Here's the Briarwood School. Here's Highway 280. It's heading right for you. It's, again, going northeast. And we have a tornado on the ground heading to the northeast here in the Pelham, Alabaster area. I think it was, what did I say, Indian Hills Village? What is this? What is it again? Indian Springs Village. There we go. And again, here's that supercell. So you got the whole storm all up to the north. And then, so you're getting the intense rain, thunder, lightning, gusty winds all along the lower loop here in Birmingham, the I-459. Here's I-65. Here is all that warm, unstable air feeding this storm, keeping it going. We just got a radar update here. Yep, there it is. There's your debris ball right here, showing up perfectly on radar. This little circle right that we have highlighted here, that's where your tornado's at. And again, it's just been riding Highway 119 pretty much since it got to I-65. And it's pretty much probably going to keep doing that. So it's going to be heading towards Lake Purdy. And it's on the southern edges of Inverness. Inverness? And yeah, there it is right there, where you got the reds and the greens coming together right on Highway 119 here, south of Birmingham. Tornado on the ground, ongoing, moving northeast. Here's where the next, okay, so that's the next 11 miles here. So then across 280, and what was it, like 2 miles? Just a couple miles from that, and again, moving northeast, about 46 miles an hour. That is a fast-moving, 3 miles. Wow, that was a pretty good eyeball check. We have is moving off to the north and east very quickly. Not a lot of hail with this. This is pretty strictly a tornado producer. Sometimes when they, especially here in the southeast, when storms start making big tornadoes like this, they tend to not make too much in the way of hail. They are making a big tornado, and that's like the name of the game. So Highland Church, the Cahaba Valley Fire Station, Oak Grove Church, Briarwood School, you're imminently about to be impacted by this, if not right now. Highland Church, just moments later, the Oak Grove Church, all in the path list. So if any of these places ring a bell, oh, okay, we just got another update. Is that a donut hole on here? Or is this going to be it? It's, yeah, okay, good. All right, so just wanted to make sure we're still getting a clear image here. Yeah, so we have debris ball right in here. Pretty easy to tell on reflectivity, which is good for getting the message across, not good for the folks being impacted by it, because that means that objects, portions of homes, portions of trees, all that is being lofted into the air. And that's about, again, 2 miles away from where 119, 280, there's Highway 280, being highlighted here in the light yellow. That is going to be about 2 miles away, or a couple minutes. Probably next radar scan, probably going to be right near where the Highway 280 sign is at the moment. So if you're just joining us, we have a tornado on the ground currently, right where you see the greens and the reds coming together. And the tornado has been on the ground on and off for well over an hour now and continues to move off. Is that is this radar noise, or is that could be another? Is it going to try to cycle in another tornado? Yeah, Derek's nodding his head yes. So okay, well this isn't good. So you see we have two. It looks like two circulations starting to show up here. So again, we're talking about a cyclic tornado, supercell. So that's basically a supercell that's able to constantly refire up tornadoes. Well, sometimes they make a couple of them. We don't want to have dual tornadoes on our hands here in the population center. And let's do CCs. Let's see if there's a second debris ball or not. Maybe. it's hard to tell at the moment. We definitely have tornadoes on the ground though. Yeah, so here's your we have two velocity couplets showing up now that are very concerning here in the Lake Purdy area. Let's zoom in a little bit into where we have this whoops. Were you trying to query the mesocyclone? Yeah. There it is. Yeah, so hail, not a big deal, but Titan impact of 5, really? Yeah, okay. Just ignore that. We have, again, the system tornado on the ground here. Let's try to zoom in a little bit. Okay, it's right here. Okay, it doesn't do much in the way of multiple. The velocities are messy over here. So this is where we're seeing that tornado. It just crossed Highway 280, so we have the greens and the reds coming together. The cold mixing air, get that tornado right there in the center. Again, this is Highway 280, just on the east side of 280, moving to the northeast again very quickly, about 45 miles an hour. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what neighborhoods have been impacted or just got impacted just now. We're on a radar update here, and this is where your debris ball's at. It's where your tornado is most likely going to be. So it's going to be just south of Hugh Daniel Drive. It's going to be on Highland Village Drive. It's right over the Cahaba Valley Fire Station right now. Again, this right here, that's not rain, that's not hail, that's a tornado ongoing in the Lake Purdy area of Alabama, which is just south of Birmingham itself. We've had this ongoing for a while now, but it was mostly tearing up a national forest, and now it's tearing up a neighborhood, unfortunately. We have Shoal Creek coming up here in the next couple minutes. It's only 2 miles away, and with this moving about 45 miles an hour, that's going to be the next couple minutes, probably the next radar frame update. Oh, there it is. So we got our yeah, I bet it is. I bet our Titan index is a little higher now. This is indicating the damaging tornado. I bet CC is probably bottomed out really bad right here. Nope, he hit the tornado warning again. Derek can't click fast enough. Yeah, debris ball. Titan impact of 8. That's bad. So the rate. Yeah, yeah, the 280. Yeah, a little lower on the 280 up, and then it moved up over here. They had it for a second. Like, what are they doing? Let's bring up the CCs. I mean, the fact that the algorithm. Oh yeah, big old debris ball here, and you can see the inflow into it too. That's crazy. Like the inflow. So you probably, if you're in the path of this, you're gonna probably get some very strong southeasterly winds ripping across. You're like, man, what's this wind doing? It's like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, and then the tornado is going to come right behind it. So you're getting the inflow into the tornado. It's going to wrap around. You get the cool air, the rear flank downdraft come rushing out behind it, and the tornado's in the middle there. And this thing is looking pretty intense. That's probably one of the more intense looking CC value radar frames here that we've seen with the storm so far. This is really getting it's really raging now. Oof, yeah, not good, guys. So this is right north of Highland Village Drive, is right in here. And let's zoom out just a little bit, gotta see where we're at. So we have the tornado, it crossed I-65, moving off to the northeast. Is this a new tornado warning that just got issued for it? Let's query that. Okay, so it's heading towards Chelsea. Tornado emergency in effect for Shelby County.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 1:36 p.m. Central Daylight Time, it confirmed a large and destructive tornado was located over Indian Springs Village or near Hoover, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for Highway 280, Lee Branch. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado.
Yeah.
Source radar confirmed. So they're not any storm chasers on it, but against tornado emergency, which is what we would expect.
Yeah. You had your mic on for that, right? Okay, good. Yeah, so like what Derek just said, he just read off the tornado emergency. This is the highest possible tornado warning you can do. These are saved only for dire situations where a tornado is ongoing. The reason why the radar's showing all these storm tracks, we're picking up from multiple radars. So you got Huntsville's radar trying to bring it up. You got Birmingham's radar picking it up, and then we have Atlanta's radar picking up. So it moved just north of Chelsea here, and now Windburn, Lawley, Wolf Creek, Pell City, Riverside. That's the order. So we got 1:58, so in 10 minutes in Windburn. 2:04, about 15 minutes in Lawley. 2:11 at Wolf Creek, Pell City at 2:22, and at 2:30 it's going to be at Riverside. And then at that point, it'll be crossing over I-20, where we got another population center really being impacted by this. But this, again, look, there's nothing to the south here. There's no showers, nothing to kill the storm. This is just undisturbed, very stable air. And this storm is just sucking it up, and it is producing a pretty intense tornado. We really hope people got a lot of warning with this. The National Weather Service in Birmingham and the Storm Prediction Center were very aware that this thing was going to make it to this area. So hopefully everyone took the precautions that were needed. See on the CCs here that debris ball very visible here on the southern end of the storm with that tornado continuing to chug along off to the northeast. Tornado emergency here for Shelby County, and that is going to be heading towards Leeds and Pell City coming up in a little bit. Again, so here's Bear Creek Road right here. I got on my finger. It's just to the north of Bear Creek Road. This is the tornado moving northeast, 45 miles an hour. Pleasant Ridge Church, the Downdraft Faith Chapel. Shoal Creek is right in the middle of it right now, and then the Pleasant Ridge Church, Downdraft Faith Chapel, the Pleasant Grove Church. Ooh, that almost tricked me for a second there. All these churches, and the Faulkner Church, a lot of churches here show you got quite a bit of population still in this area that is imminent for this emergency warned storm. Again, tornado emergency. When you think tornado emergency, you think the big time tornadoes that have happened. Like, I know for people watching in Alabama, I don't want to bring up this date, but 4/27/2011, you had tornado emergencies, something along the lines of that. A big, mean tornado that we know for a fact is on the ground right now. based on radar. Again, at 214, Windburn will be impacted. It'll be, and this is currently in Shelby County. I almost said Jefferson County. So there's our update. Okay, yeah, the debris ball, the reflectivity is getting a little higher. Yeah, oh boy. Is that the most impressive debris ball we've had so far? Yeah. Yeah, so the tornado, yeah, it's hitting more stuff. Let's see velocities. Is it its strongest point? Yeah, that's pretty intense. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty intense. Yeah. Cool. I'm going around here. And that's ooh, yeah, that's a pretty mean tornado here, guys. Definitely it's been on the uptrend of strengthening. So this is not a weakening tornado. This is a tornado that's been maintaining its strength and likely strengthening here in the last few minutes. If we zoom in, let's zoom in really far and see, like, you know, I'm assuming based on what we just got for debris showing up and for reflectivity going higher. So the reflectivity is going higher means there's more stuff in the air, which means we might have hit a lot more stuff. So we can probably zoom in right in on this, like zoom in a little bit more. It should bring, yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, it just hit this neighborhood here in Stone Gate Drive and Connemara Trail. Yeah, so, oh boy, I hope people are in their tornado shelters, because this thing is raging to the northeast. And when you see, you know, we hit a neighborhood like this in Shoal Creek, and it ends up going, we got another update here, and the reflex fire and the debris ball is, I'm assuming this thing's probably going to be pretty bottomed out here in a second. When you bring up the CCs, yeah, we got a tornado, we got a big tornado on the ground here, guys, raging across. And again, the scary part about this, and out here in Alabama, lots of trees, lots of hills. This isn't Oklahoma or Kansas where you can see a tornado coming from miles. And also, it's been kind of cloudy, it's been kind of rainy. The cloud deck, you know, it's basically where the bottom of the clouds are very low. So you don't have a lot of visibility to see this thing coming at you. It pretty much is, you'll see it for a second, and it's probably going to be coming right at you. And look at all this population behind me here. Yeah, we have still quite a few people here. We got Timberland Way, so there's your tornado. Lakeview Circle, Highway 491, Ivy Lane, Highway 50, all in the Leeds. Is this the town we're in right now? Leeds, Alabama. And this is all moving to the northeast. So your tornado is right here. It's pretty much going right about, I'd say, parallel with Lakeview Circle, moving to the north and east at about 45 miles an hour. Tornado emergency means the tornado is ongoing. You're in this polygon. If you're in, you got the sirens going off, you can hear sirens, you get your emergency alerts coming up on your phone, get into your tornado safe place. You do not want to be messing around with this. Again, tornado emergencies are saved only for ongoing scary tornado situations. So, you zoom out a little bit, we can see the whole storm. You might want to clear out hit the eraser so you can clear out the points of interest. There we go. So there's Windburn. So we're heading right into winter. Man, look at this. Classic for a cyclic, probably likely very intense, possibly violent tornado ongoing. Let's see. Okay, the comment section. Yeah, please be respectful in the comments, guys. 204, we're going to Lawley. That's in 10 minutes. Wolf Creek at 209. Pell City at 219. 225 at Riverside. 235 at Ragland. And this is from the exact point of the tornado. We're going to be crossing I-20 here again. So let's see if there's Lawley at 204. We'll be, before 210, we're going to be crossing I-20 with a tornado that's showing no signs of stopping anytime soon. So. There are two right now? Two? Oh, they got video of it or something?
Yeah, he sent a video in the chat.
Okay, hang on, let me look at it real fast. We got, sorry, that's Andrea was giving us a heads up about what's ongoing right now. And, okay, Yeah, so we definitely, we have a violent tornado. We're getting confirmed reports of a violent tornado. Here's let's bring this report up. I'm assuming this is going to be a tornado damage report here in Alabaster. Let's query the report. There we go. Oh, no, I want the wind report. This is probably going to be a damage report. That help. Okay, so Pelham High School looks like it was impacted either by the tornado or very near the tornado. Again, I was mentioning the very strong inflow and rear flank downdraft winds. Those can also uproot trees, but it could have been a tornado. So we have the updated radar. I can tell you right now, even zoomed out, that we still got a tornado ongoing. When you see it come down, you see the little hook like that, that's always a bad sign for any possible tornadic activity, and there's the debris ball right there. Doesn't look as intense. Either weakened or it's not hitting as much right now. It's no real telling at this exact second from this far zoomed out. I'm assuming this warning is still a tornado emergency here, heading towards I-20 in Pell City. There's Moody, Pell City, Lincoln. I think the way it's going, it's going to cross I-20 right there. Assuming is it still an emergency? Okay, still tornado emergency. Lincoln, Moody, Odenville, Pell City. You're in that tornado emergency. Tornado shelters now. This is moving very fast. I know you guys had a while while the storm was blowing through some trees and in the woods, but now we are in population and it's coming for you very soon here. So, here, let's just zoom back. Let's zoom back in on the tornado. I don't know if there's other storms going on right now either. We've been pretty focused in on this. All right, so we have. Yeah, let's just kind of take a second here. Make sure we aren't missing something else crazy. Oops, it's going to slow down a little bit. Tornado warning back here. We got tornado warning down here in okay, yeah, so it looks like we're going full outbreak mode here, guys. We got quite a few tornado warnings showing up. Man. I don't have a great view of the radar. I'm assuming it's going to be, like right over here, south of Carrollton, Alabama. Yeah, so that's the tornado warning right there. Bring up the CCs really fast. Okay. So, probably not on the ground, but worthy of a tornado. Yeah, definitely worthy of a tornado warning for this one by Alabama Highway 17 in Carrollton. Let's zoom back out. Oh, yep. Let's see, down in Mississippi, there's a storm right there. That I don't know if it's near too many folks. Hopefully, or by Taylorsville and Bay Spring. See if this has. Okay, well, anything shown what's happening today is it's very easy for these things to quickly spin up a tornado and go to town. So, gotta watch anything with rotation very carefully. And then let's see, are we picking this one up in Georgia? It's kind of far away from Atlanta's radar, and I don't have anything in South Carolina loaded up. So this is going to be near Commerce by Sandy Cross. Okay, this is about a county north of Athens. All right, so this is still definitely the biggest storm that's ongoing right now, and we are moments away from Lawley. Again, there's going to be over Lawley by like 2:02, I think is what I said. It's 1:59 right now, so imminent. And then Wolf Creek's right after that. Looks like the tornado warning just updated. And I'm not seeing as much of a debris ball just on reflectivity. It's heading towards the Stewart's Crossroads community. Oh. Is it an update? Did the warning update? Or?
Confirmed large and dangerous tornado was located over Vandenberg near Leeds, moving northeast at 40.
40.
This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. It is not a tornado emergency.
Okay, so it's not a tornado emergency now.
Probably because it's out of population, not because the tornado came through.
Yeah. So like Derek had just said, they saved the tornado emergencies for when they're overpopulation. It's probably pretty rural right here. Pell City isn't that rural though. There's a fair amount of people here, and it's heading pretty much beelining for Lawley, then Wolf Creek, and then Pell City. After that, it's only, oh, it's off my screen. I don't know how many miles away it is. Yeah, narrow. Yeah, it's pretty much going a straight line right in here. This thing's just chugging along.
Pell City's going to be our next fairly populated
Yeah.
area that we're going to be heading into.
Yes. Pell City got hit with a pretty big hailstorm back in 2018. Yeah. Yeah, it's got another radar update. It's going to be over Lawley imminently now. Or, got another tornado report too on Highway 280 in Chelsea, it looks like. So they said northeast at 40. Yeah, so we'll be at Pell City at 219. Chula Vista at 214. Wolf Creek 209. Again, know that you guys are right in the path. You need to be getting in your safe place right now. Riverside at 227, 239 in Ragland, Alabama. So we're going to be crossing I-20. So you know people are out driving around I-20 right now. Hopefully a bunch of storm chasers aren't about to get themselves killed because things going to come racing over here. Numerous trees uprooted near Highway 280 and Doug Baker Boulevard. Trees blocking Highway 280. So that's where the tornado crossed. We did see that. We saw, if I recall correctly, the debris ball was looking pretty intense over that way too. And there's a lot of population over there. Again, this is all just south of Birmingham itself. So the southern sections of the metro. And, you know, it's, try to roll the radar back like a tiny bit. Yeah. So it's right in there. It's not as big as it was. Or it's probably not as big as it was because there's still going to be trees and stuff. It would still be tearing trees up pretty bad. Yeah, so rolling it back here, pretty intense. And then where it is right now, not looking as wild. Perfect. Classic. It's one of those situations where when you see a supercell like this on radar as a meteorologist, you're like, man, it couldn't be any more classic for a major tornadic supercell. And unfortunately, it's over people when it's doing it right now. So you get that cool air coming in around called the rear flank downdraft, the very strong winds on the backside of a tornadic storm. Got the inflow coming in, the undisturbed, very volatile air. Yeah, it's like a very small version of what's more or less causing this entire outbreak. You got like a warm front coming in here, and then you got basically a cold front right here surging to the south or eastward. You got a warm front pretty much just right in here. So you got that warm air, and then the low pressure center is the tornado, and that is all just kind of moving in tandem with each other along to the north and to the east. The tornado is right in there. Again, it's like any kind of system you see. Oh, and of course it went updated. Or no, you moved it actually. So yeah, north of, it's feeling like April 2014 all over again. Yes. What do you say, Derek? Yeah. Good news. It might be. I mean, it might be trying to cycle actually. Yeah. So we gotta keep a close eye on that. Again, cyclic supercells. It can lift the tornado, and you go, I think we're okay, but then just redevelop something else. So yeah, trying to form out like right here. Yeah, so you get the new storm showing up. Yeah, so this is gonna be right by Wolf Creek. Wolf Creek, if there isn't it, bring up the CCs to make sure we don't have any debris ball or anything. It's very possible that this isn't debris ball, but like the debris that was lofted just getting shot out away from the tornado. I know there's been, I think last year, what was it, that Mississippi? There was a big tornado in Mississippi. Tore up some stuff, lofted a ton of things up very high into the sky, and you could actually see it on the CCs getting lofted away within just the upper air currents, like papers and leaves and small light debris being tossed away with the wind, and it was almost showing up like it looked like hail or something. We could be having something somewhere somewhat similar to that right now, as we might be in between tornadoes, might not be on the ground. If it is, it's probably weaker than it was a little earlier. It's looking a little less organized and classic looking as it did a little while ago. But Pell City, this does not mean you guys can let your guard down, not even a little bit. Things are getting very... Okay, we just got an update here. Things, it looks like it could be trying to recycle. Yeah, a little bit. Try to roll the radar back just like a tiny bit so we can kind of see the evolution of it. Like you can roll the radar back with the scope still on. You can still... Okay. Okay, that might be the old circulation, actually. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's just make the whole thing velocity. See, I feel like it'd be a little easier to see. I got like the full view. Like 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, so it almost looks like going up to the north here. Yeah, so it's trying to start the cycle. So, yeah, so this is the old circulation, it looks like, now that we just saw that. So it's like ingested it, basically. Yeah, 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 so occluded up in there. So by occluding, basically, it gets so wrapped up, it goes up into the storm itself. The cold air, the rear flank downdraft wins, basically, and it just kind of goes up into the storm. And now it's going to start trying to make a new tornadic circulation down here over by pretty much right on Wolf Creek. And it's moving right towards Pell City. So that tornado warning, we could have another tornado impacting Pell City very soon here. And hopefully it can kind of, what we want is for it to take its time and have a hard time dropping a tornado and then happen afterwards. But I know the other one, it dropped, I feel like it dropped like right before it got to Alabaster. So we'll just kind of see. We're watching this super carefully here, guys. This is the most dire storm, the most dire situation, the most dangerous supercell that we're looking at here. Oh, Talladega. Yeah, it's the North Talladega here. Did you mean to do that? Yeah. So we're north of Talladega. Nothing else in Birmingham at the moment. So this is the only storm ongoing. We do have this tornado warned storm over here. Oh, what's this? A warned storm up by the Atlanta area? Okay, let's check on this. Over by Emerson here. Okay, might be a bit of a hailer. Let's bring up the warning real quick. Okay, for 0.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. I thought they stopped warning stuff for 101-inch hail. So, that's why. So you got Cartersville, Holly Springs, Woodstock, all possibly risk here. We've got some rotation showing up on this as well. Again, this is a day where the entire atmosphere is very volatile, so we could be seeing possibly some more tornado warnings happening here in Georgia coming soon. And again, if we don't see a tornado, we could end up getting enough rotation to keep hail up in there as well. Not to be what? Oh, I was just seeing like a comment coming in. So, again, this is in our developing supercell. You can see you're getting that rotation in there. This is south and to the west of Cartersville. It's, I think, fairly similar to what we saw a little earlier with that hail that was earlier today. Over by Woodstock, we had hail, some quarter-size hail in and around the Woodstock area. And that has since... Yeah. Okay, so this is the Huntsville radar. Nothing severe warned right now. Looks like just some showers and thunder showers. Nothing, no tornado warnings, no large hail, no severe thunderstorm warnings. These storms do not look like they are going to be making anything severe, at least in the short term here. So I think we're okay in this general area. I think this is a lot of thunder shower activity. I think your better chance for tornadoes is going to be on the more southern sides of all this convection, where you can get the untapped air here. Yes, pretty much below this yellow line, and then especially, circled in here is your most volatile region for that potential severe weather and potentially tornadic weather as well. And that's what the storm by Pell City has really been taking advantage of for over an hour now. I think, so we only have, 2 tornado warnings going on in Alabama right now? Oh, no, I think they just got rid of one of them. So it's just this, and that's looking a little tornado-y here. Yeah, so we're getting the new circulation seems to be showing up. Yeah. It's got the CCs. Can we see if we got a new debris ball? Yeah, we're starting to, might have a new tornado heading right into Pell City here. Oh, yeah. Well, where's the reflectivity end? Like right over here? Okay. Okay, so I think we might be all right. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's hard. Sometimes I forget what part's reflectivity and what part's not. So, okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're not seeing. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, all right. So I'm not seeing anything currently on the ground. Yeah, the center of circulation just crossed I-20. It might be missing the core of Pell City off to the north and to the west here. Yeah, so here's Wolf Creek Road South. So we got Alabama Highway 174, about 3 miles to the northeast of the center of circulation. And then here's Highway 231 going north and south, right, I-20. So it's going to go this way here. So right here to northeast, again, about 40 miles an hour. And since the storm did kind of try to cycle and I think likely lifted a tornado, and if there is anything trying to drop onto the ground or weakly on the ground or anything, it's going to be right there. Moving off to the north and to the east at about 3 miles from Highway 170, 2 miles from Highway 174, and we'll probably get a radar update here in a moment as well. So, yeah, storm's not looking as crazy as it was a little while ago. I think we might be maybe a little bit on the weakening trend. Either a weakening trend or a cycling trend. Or it's trying to... So if we get something, notice how it's further north and it's actually in the precipitation now. That means that if there does end up being a tornado, it may not have been rain wrapped before. We don't have any visual confirmation at the moment. But if there is a tornado that comes up in here, it would likely, would it be rain wrapped? Hang on, I want to see the reflectivity out of the way. I think it'd be in the rain. Yeah, it would definitely be in the rain if that was the case. Man, you sure there's anything down this way? It's crazy. You'd think it'd be trying to get a new circulation over here. Yeah, it's just, okay. Yeah, it's just not, seems like it's not doing a very good job. So, it's Pell. Hopefully we're hoping Pell City gets spared. We've already had, again, confirmed damage back by Leeds and Alabaster. What was the other town, the first town that got hit? Hoover, yes. All were impacted. So right now, not looking as, okay, we just got another radar update. So it'd be moving into Pell City right now if there's anything. And it could drop it. I mean, there could be something that can spin up and drop, you got 2-minute updates, which are fantastic. 2 minutes is great. That's very short intervals, way better than what we had even about 5-6 years ago. But you can still, what did you just click on? Oh. Just seeing what it is. Okay, so this is just what the warning is. There's that tornado warning ongoing. There's your shear tracks back. Yeah, so this kind of gives you a general idea of what you're seeing for that tornado. So back by Helena and all the way up to now. It's obviously within the actual tornado track itself. Here's another shear track right here in Mississippi into Alabama over by Highway 82. And again, these aren't tornado tracks, man. This is just what the radar's picking up as that rotation. And looks like a couple off in Mississippi. Again, man, main focus again is Alabama. Alabama, you guys are the tornado magnet. It's crazy. So let's get the radar back up here. Did we get another update? Mesocyclones are really trying to get after it here. Ooh, it's getting a little noisy too. Okay. It's very, again, CCs are lower here, but as Derek just kind of pulled it away a little bit, you can see it wasn't where the reflectivity was at. So hopefully it isn't because the timing is off here. But yeah, a tornado. Again, if there was something that ended up being tornadic, it'd probably be rain wrapped. You wouldn't be able to see it. Over by Highway 174. But we're going to keep watching over here. Something might be trying to get a new circulation going, but right now, from at least what we're seeing on radar at 2:17 p.m. Central Time, I'm from just this exact view, I'm not seeing anything. So shear, no. Is that 100? What are you clicking around on? Is that, are you trying to figure out, is this showing gate-to-gate shear? Whoa. Yeah, so we got this right over Pelson. Okay. There's your latest update. Be like right over here, where it's coming together. Is this showing gate-to-gate shear? What are you clicking on? Okay, gate-to-gate shear of 106 miles an hour. It's pretty quick. That's definitely be a nasty tornado if we got that on the ground. Assuming if there is anything on the ground right now. Any kind of debris ball or anything? Yep. Okay. So if we had any kind of tornadic activity stop, it's definitely happened again now here, right off of Highway 231, where it combines with. We just moved off to the north here. We just passed Highway 231, so that's where your possible tornado is. We actually move the radar a little bit so we can kind of see. There you go. That's where it's at. It's coming in. There you go. The banner is kind of covering it. So here's Wattsville, Highway 231, Highway 174. It's between 174 and 231, it looks like, and moving northeast about 40 miles an hour. It's going to parallel the highway we just covered over. It was 144? Alabama Highway 144. So it's like it'll either go right over or just north or south of Highway 144 here in Alabama. And there's your debris ball. Probably go maybe just south of 144, kind of cross over a little bit. Yeah, and the couplet's really starting to start looking a little better again. Again, makes sense. We got a tornado ongoing, but hopefully it may have spared a good chunk of Pell City. I don't know exactly where all the population is and stuff, but it didn't go through the center of town. Let's see, do I have all the roads here? Okay, well we hit a neighborhood. So on Lister Drive, Wildwood Road, we got, Krantz? Oak Spring Drive, Coal City School. We got Savage Town Road, Church Lane it looks like, Oakwood Lane. All this is at risk here. The Mount Moira Church, the Lister Memorial Baptist Church are all showing up. Okay, this is probably your new debris ball. I'm guessing right over the Guiding Light Church here just to the west of 231, looking likely. Whoop, or are we on CCs here? Yeah. We have some delay. I'm trying to see where we're at. We got some delays compared to Or did it disappear? Ooh, did it lift? Or it might be over here. We had some discrepancies between the CCs and the reflectivity. I live on 119 at 280. Okay, I'm not. I think we passed. Did we pass 280 already? Highway 280?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's past you already, thankfully. Okay, yeah, so we have the. Over here, is it pretty much over Coal City? We got the velocities here, should have 144 and 231. Go zooming out. Okay, it's starting to get a little more messy. We're starting to get some more shower activity and stuff off to the south. Man, I gotta change the font in the comments. I can't really actually see it too great, but we still have that inflow coming in, showing up super great. So like this isn't gonna be your tornado activity. This is what's gonna be. Got that warm air coming in, wrapping around, cold air wrapping around with it, causing that spin in the atmosphere to cause the potential tornado here. And yeah, this is probably just the increasing rear flank downdraft. So the cold air is starting to try to really push out ahead of it. And eventually what will happen is this is going to overtake the inflow, the warm air, and it'll end up eventually killing the storm. Unless, of course, it tries to cycle further to the south and goes like, okay, so I'm going to get cut off. Well, I'm going to try to make something further south. And that's usually how cyclic supercells work. There's your couplet right there, just to the south of, or yeah, I do not see anything. We still got that rotation. You got any updates there, Steve? Any videos or anything? Just walked over.
I just been showing pictures of what that tornado looked like on a hill. Big, narrow,
Big stove type tornado. Okay. Off camera, we had Steve. He's mapping stuff, mapping these tornadoes on our software. Ooh, we got velocity on velocity. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that rear flank downdraft is probably got Riverside's probably getting some pretty gusty winds. Surging off to the east here. Looks like we got a new tornado warning. I'm guessing it's probably not a confirmed tornado warning right now since it doesn't seem like there's anything on the ground at the moment. Yeah, potentially some pretty gusty winds if this is actually getting down at the surface here by Riverside, as this thing is moving off to the north and east pretty quick. So, thankfully it doesn't look like any tornado is on the ground right now as we're pulling away from Pell City. And then after that, I think things get pretty rural after this. Unless it goes into like Gadsden or Jacksonville. Jacksonville get hit with a tornado in 2018? Like not that, like around this time? I'm trying to remember. All right, so we're gonna kind of zoom out here. Let's see what else is ongoing. And other than the tornado warnings off to the east here, doesn't look like we have a whole ton ongoing right. I don't have the radar for that, so we can't really look into it too much. But it looks like things are a little quiet right now. Starting to wind down a little bit. So I think we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with anything crazy else that happens, any tornadoes that move through population, any big hail, whatnot. Follow us on our social media platforms, hit See First, all that good stuff, so you don't miss anything going on. Give us a call at 855-334-4245. Any comments, questions, or concerns, and you can get yourself set up with Hailtrace here to help you guys out. And you can email us as well, info@hailtrace.com. And visit our website for more details. Thanks again to our sponsors in the description below, C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and our Supplement Balance Claims for making this all possible. And thanks to you guys for watching us. Follow our page, subscribe to our channel, share our posts. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you the next video, probably a little bit later on this afternoon.